There's Justin. The DJ Art Show. Hey guys,
Welcome back to the DJ
Art Show.
Yeah, you did it.
This is gonna be another. This is gonna be our second tutorial. Well,
Third.
it's gonna be a tutorial series. Oh, third tutorial.
Yeah.
So we've done 2 already. This is gonna be our third tutorial series. Before we get into that, we have a couple updates. So we're gonna be. We have an idea for. Okay, so a few ideas. So one is this thing called Doodlin' Bits or whatever, where.
Which we kind of explained in a previous episode. But
we'll mention it again. It's like they're just gonna be like discussion type videos where we will just like be drawing. We won't necessarily be finishing a drawing in the video, but like we'll just have drawing in the background while we talk about a certain topic, and maybe we'll like ask people what topics they'd like to hear us talk about. But that's what we're gonna do for one thing.
Yeah, our opinion on the world section.
Yeah, and then we're gonna do. I guess tutorials are gonna be mainly my thing. So we'll do
There's a reason behind that. Justin has had a lot more formal training than me, and I work in a very non-traditional way. Like, I don't do like a lot of pre-planning. I just kind of like go for lines and hope to God I don't screw up too much, as to where it gets to likeness.
Yeah, and then Derek was gonna have a series where he does
kind of my craftier art. So that's where you would be able to see like my wood art, but I'll do probably time lapse on all those as like much as I can. So you're gonna see my wood art. I do some like more craftier things when it comes to my drawings. Just like I have this sword project planned. I have a couple plaque projects planned, which could also be considered fan arts. But I own a few movie prop swords, and I've been wanting to do plaques for them. So I've got like a few ideas.
Gotta let the dogs out.
Who let the dogs out? I did.
And then
I did.
And then like we mentioned like 3 times now, we're also going to start doing Fan Art Fridays, which is just time-lapse fan art drawings.
Yeah, but
we'll talk over them. It'll just be something like people don't want to watch a 1-hour-long video or don't feel like watching a tutorial. They just want to see us draw a popular character.
Yeah, but also with that, our Fan Art Friday thing. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. I'm not going to speed
Am I boring you?
No, I'm not going to speed them up as much as the time-lapse videos, so they're still going to be like in probably the 20 to 30 minute range.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Yeah, but I just don't want you guys to be like, oh, cool, finally, time-lapse episodes, jeez, we've been waiting. They're still going to be long, so we'll dub over them and still talk about this stupid shit we talk about that hopefully you think is funny. We hope at least half of you are here because you think we're funny. Are we funny? Are we funny? Am I funny? Please tell me. Justin, validate my hilarity.
You're hilarious.
Yay!
Alright, so without further ado, is there anything else you wanted to touch on?
Fan Art Fridays, Justin's tutorials, Derek's
Craft Corner.
Crafty stuff.
Yeah, I think we've got through all of it.
Yeah.
Alright then, without further ado, let's get into our newest tutorial. This is actually going to be a series. I'm going to go through...
Oh, wait, hold on. Another reason behind the tutorials, Justin doing tutorials versus me doing the crafty stuff, is that way we can film without the other one needing to be present all the time. Like,
yeah,
Justin's fucking family. He's got free reign in my house. Just don't look at my sock drawer. And I'm obviously here, so I can do this shit I can just film while I draw. So that way we don't have to both be in the fucking room together jerking each other off like we are right now.
Yeah. Can you be a little bit more gentle, please? Lay off a little. There we go. Gross. What the fuck is that noise?
It's your foreskin fart.
Ew! Oh my god. Okay, well, with that, we're gonna get into the tutorial.
Yeah, it doesn't get serious with babies.
It's serious? Yeah, now we made a foreskin joke. Okay, so...
5 minutes in, there's no drawing on the table.
Yeah, that's your fault.
420, blaze it.
Okay, so this is going to be a tutorial series. And I'm basically going to go through, beginning to end, how I do an illustration. So, like, step by step. This is the first video, and we're going to take a look at the planning phase, I like to call it.
And this is why Justin's doing the tutorials, because I do none of these stages, and these are really good for beginning
Well,
artists.
that's the thing is I don't always do this.
Well,
you don't have to always do this. I do this for commissions and things like that. So here we go. First step that I always do, thumbnails. So this is just for planning. So these are obviously not supposed to be pretty. So you do like a rough sketch of a pose, a composition. This is just to get the general feel of what the drawing's going to be.
dude, I fucking hate you. You can draw just like straight up like... You need to write a manga. I'm sorry. Oh, continue. I'm sorry.
Usually... Thank you. But usually I do multiple ones. And after I find one that I like, or after I get like a few that I like, I'll pick one out of the bunch. So I did 4 for this one. We're going to be drawing, this illustration is going to be Mob from Mob Psycho 100. And
I haven't seen it.
Yep, you need to. Anyone who hasn't seen it needs to watch this
Hulu,
fucking
Netflix, Tubi, step your game up. Let me watch that shit. I don't want another goddamn subscription to Crunchyroll.
So yeah, I got 4 thumbnails here. These 2 are kind of the same. I'll just go through each one of them and show what I got. So this one's kind of like a downward angle, and he's looking up at us. And I don't know if you can tell, but this is his hand in the foreground, really close up.
Gangsty looking.
Yeah, there's his thumbnail, or there's his thumb, his forefinger, and you got the palm of his hand. He's kind of looking at you. And then here, I've got him like looking straight ahead.
With his arm out to the left.
Yeah, and he's got his arms out, and he's kind of like hunched over, and you can see some debris here in the background. And you can see his fingers right here a little bit. And then here, you're viewing him from a lower angle. He's got his hand right here, and he's looking down. And I decided, okay, I like this, but I kind of want a little bit more showing. So I took that, basically zoomed it out.
I was like, you want full body with it.
And
almost.
As you can see, you got debris here. And this is the one I'm going with. So this is just the planning phase. You're getting the composition down. You want to keep in mind composition. You want to keep in mind the pose. So yeah, this is very rough, very quick. You don't want to spend too much time on these. You just kind of want to like get a general idea. Some people, I've seen other people's thumbnails. The only way that you would even know the only person who knows what's going on in the thumbnail is the person who drew it. That's how fucking messy they are. So it's just a general idea of what the drawing is going to be. Obviously, you're picking what you want to do, so you'll have multiple options like this most of the time. Sometimes you have an idea in your head, and you're like, I want to do that. So I'm just going to get it out onto the paper and see how it looks in practice. And so you still do a thumbnail for that one, if you want.
Holy shit, dude. Do you ever stop talking? Just kidding. Keep going, bud. You got this.
So next. So I think that's about all the time we need to spend on thumbnails. So I'm picking this one.
Oh, so you're going to draw one, right?
Yep. Oh, you want me to draw a thumbnail? I could.
Yeah, I think you should. I think just to show them like how like you are putting like 20% effort into it.
Okay, so we'll do a thumbnail real quick. I'll just think of something.
Just do one of your fucking poses you have right there. Or a different pose of the same guy or some shit. I don't know.
Looks like I was actually planning on doing another one.
Perfect.
Next page.
Oh, speaking of, I'm going to say something. I'm going to ask you a question. Isn't it annoying when an art feature page like asks to share your art and you're like, oh sure, and then when you see the post you're like, oh yeah, awesome, they finally posted it. And then you don't even see your name because they make sure to put like 85 dashes down.
Yes, I fucking hate that.
I'm like, that's such trash. You're literally you're an admin for a page and you're literally just trying to get people to be like, oh, this thing's popular.
Yeah, and people will, always look in the comments on those posts, and people will think that it's your page that did it.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, your art is amazing.
Alright, so I kind of zoomed in here so you can see easier. Yeah, a lot of featuring page. There are a lot of cool featuring pages on Instagram and other social media sites, but some of them do some pretty fucking sketchy shit.
Selfish self-promotion.
Yeah. So I zoomed in a little bit here because they're going to be small. I usually keep the thumbnails small so I can fit like multiple ones onto a paper. Just like not be wasting paper, I guess. So I'm going to do one real fast, just show you like, I guess, how I do it. So for this one, we'll do sort of a head-on view, and maybe he has his hand out like in front of him towards the camera. So usually I start with wherever I want the head to be at, so we'll just do a quick head shape.
Justin, beauty tip. How do you get your hair so long and luscious?
Oh, you grow it out and then don't cut it.
Grow it out and wash it. How often? I know I'm not gonna judge you at all. Actually, no, and I'm not gonna make you answer that. That's rude. I was gonna be like, how often do you wash your hair? But because when I had long hair, I'd wash it like seriously, maybe 3 times a month, and that does sound gross. I know people are like, ew, but that was literally because of this is a part where I could easily talk too. That I'm not interrupting you because you're just showing rough ass, alien ass motherfucker.
So here I'm just blocking out the face just real quick, and the ears. You wouldn't even see the ears, I don't think, with how his hair ends up being. And then you just really quick get a basic idea of where everything's gonna go.
Get that Goku hair. Anyway, I was just saying because I
yeah.
have fucking dry, nasty hair. I also had a revelation today about hair. I was talking to my lady, and I was like, isn't it kind of weird that like a lot of women will envy men with long hair because their hair's like thick and fucking voluminous and shit, but meanwhile a lot of men who have long hair just want it to be able to like slick it back and not worry about it for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like men want like greasy hair and women complain about greasy hair.
I don't know, wanting greasy hair.
Well, not like greasy hair, but for like us to be able to, like, remember when you would always be like, man, I just want that length of hair where I'm like at Lord of the Rings, I can just slick it back.
Mm-hmm.
That's because their hair's greasy. It's not like I'm not saying like it's gross. I'm saying like there's shit in their hair to make it slick back and stay like that, and then it's out of your way. But in real life, it's fucking grease.
Yeah.
So yes, I want hair that can just slick back like that. But I'm gonna fucking afro right now. I have to put like a pound of product to be able to slick it back. And meanwhile, my lady's like, I wish I had hair like yours. I'm like, no, you don't. I have the driest fucking white man afro ever. Hate it.
So yeah, that'd be an example of just a quick, it's just a rough idea.
It took you like 2.5 fucking minutes. I hate you.
It's just like a rough idea of, you know, I don't know how many different ways I can say it, but
you want to know a book that helped change Justin's life? Mark Curley's manga and anime tutorial books 1 and 2. Those really helped Justin out. Not a sponsor. I just wanted to. I just remember you had those. I had a comic.
Yeah, those are pretty good. Those helped my
poses and shit, right?
my little brother actually was. I don't know what it was. He just took the book. He was like, "Oh, this is a cool book," and I was like, "Yeah." And then I would find him trying to draw things from the book, and I was like, "Huh." And then the same thing happened with my cousin, and I was like, wow, this book must... Something about this book really makes people want to try and...
Shit, I might borrow it then.
Do it.
Try to do...
I have no idea where the fuck it is now.
Didn't your dog barf on it?
Yes.
Yeah, she did. Gross.
I forgot about that.
So
now...
But all my art tutorial books are like...
We got our paper. Actually, I need the thumbnail.
I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of art tutorial books that like... older relatives got me when they're like, oh, he's into arts and crafts.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get him some stuff. And they bought me like how to draw puppy dog cartoons. Yay.
Ooh, I just bumped it.
Oh my god.
That
was way louder than I thought it was going to be.
I'm just going to put the thumbnail over here so I have it on the side. Or not.
This is the second eraser, son.
This is nice
this is a
and
disaster.
Also very annoying.
Oh my god.
Stop. God fucking...
Here, we'll do this. Check it.
So annoying.
Oh, that's not where you need it.
Okay, hold on. We're going to pause the episode. Alright, we're back after we...
Sorry, Justin was
diverted the
causing an
disaster.
avalanche of
Yeah.
these hoes.
Alright, so next, we're going to start on the actual drawing. This is going to be the rough outline, quote-unquote. Usually when I'm doing bigger, longer illustrations like this, I'll use a pencil with harder lead. This is a 4H pencil. What that means is that it puts less graphite down on the paper when you're using it. So with this, even if I were to press down as hard as I could, I would only get a very light line. So this lets you get really wild with the rough outline, and you don't have to worry about smudging. You don't have to worry about anything being hard to erase or anything getting too dark, because this lead or this graphite really, it's really hard to get graphite down on the paper with this pencil. Not like a lot of graphite, like too much. So with this stage, what the goal is to just get the basic outline of the drawing out, get things positioned where we want them. You can kind of think of it like you're doing this drawing like 5 times, and each time you progressively take more time on it and put more effort into it. So we've already done the drawing once, really small in the thumbnail that I have over here to my right. So now we're going to do it again, but bigger and pretty fast. And Derek, for some reason, has put on 7 rubber masks. He's got like a Batman mask on and a skull mask. We're just going to ignore that. We're just going to proceed on.
I've got a fucking nose hair that's tickling the shit out of me, and I can't get to it right now. This is a bad idea.
Okay, so first things first.
It's hot in here.
We're going to place the head. I want the head about right here.
My fucking Krusty the Clown hair. Yep. Like Sideshow Bob.
You don't have to start with the head. I normally do.
I'm a maniac. Maniac on the floor.
I'm going to put the guideline here that helps position where the nose will go in the middle of the mouth.
My giant beard sticking out the bottom of the mask, so it was really dumb.
I'm going to put the guideline here. It shows where the eyes are going to go. We got his head tilted at an angle, similar to how we had it in the thumbnail.
Justin, you got this for 60 seconds? I gotta pee.
And we're going to go, yeah, I got this. And we're going to go with the neck. We're going to do the line for the shoulders.
I'll take a recording sound bit of my pee and put it in the video.
Please don't.
How funny would that be?
Not funny.
Be a little funny.
It would not be funny. I'm going to block in his eyes a little bit. Just a little bit. Just, again, this isn't supposed to look pretty. We're just getting a general idea of where everything is going to go. We got his eyes here. His eyebrows.
Oh my god.
We're drawing him when he's in 100%, so generally he sort of has a really lax, I don't give a fuck look. So his eyebrows aren't going to be furrowed or really, they're just going to kind of be up, like, okay. And then we're going to get a really rough idea of where his hair always goes all super floaty. Mob normally has like a bowl cut. And we're just going to block out where the hair is going to be. It's going to kind of go off the paper a little bit. That's fine. His hair kind of goes crazy when he's in 100% mode. For those of you who've seen the show, for those of you who haven't, he has psychic powers. And when he when he goes crazy with them, his hair floats around. Alright. We got the line for the shoulders. This is essentially where the clavicle is, normally, how I envision it. So, actually we're going to need to go a little bit more of an angle here. We're going to wrap it around. And this is going to be sort of the rib cage. This is sort of where the rib cage ends. So from this angle, it always helps me to sort of block out where the rib cage is at. We'll draw a circle for where the shoulders are at. I like to do that. It helps me, I don't know, conceptualize or envision how things are going to go. So we got circles for where the shoulders are at. And we're going to come down to where the lower body starts. Sort of, this is, I guess, the V zone, where the abdominals sort of taper down into the groin. And this is where the pecs would be, the chest. And we're going to have, if you remember in the thumbnail, we had his arm up like this, and the other one sort of down by his side. As you, hopefully you can see there. I see you kind of put his fingers in there. So the pec is going to come up into the deltoid here. And I'm going to bump it up a little. And then normally with arms I like to draw just a line with the joint where the elbow is going to be. We're going to put the hand right here. We're just going to block out where we want the hand.
So how to get naked? Well, this was talking a bunch, so I'm nude.
Yep.
I'm in the nude. I'm going to leave the...
That's gross.
Oh. Anyway.
And here we're going to do the legs real fast.
God. Arm really hurts. I guess you guys have free reign of the room for now. I should install a dolly door, a doggy door in this fucking place, so you quit panicking. And then we could just like soundproof it or something. I don't know. I don't know, Captain.
I don't know, Captain.
I also was thinking for like, well, we talked about my crafty thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have to make sure. I don't know if we can call it Craft Corner because I think there's a thing like Angela's Craft Corner, and I'd hate to get fucking copyrighted or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
We call it like the Craft Cul-de-sac. What's up?
There you go.
I have to look up all this shit to make sure it's not a thing. But there's a few. I'm not a cosplayer at all, but I've made some cosplay-y stuff. So maybe it'd be fun to do some of those because there are a few projects I've been wanting to do for fucking months, like the Batman Who Laughs mask or helmet. Because I made a Wolverine and Batman helmet. Was it Batman? Yeah, it was Batman. I made a greaser punk Batman mask.
Still just blocking in things, just getting a general idea of where things are going to be.
You know, you could have just told me to shut the fuck up. Not being so passive.
I mean, I didn't really want to say anything until just now.
You said blocking out a lot. You a Lego man?
Yes.
Oh, breaking news in nerddom. All you ham hawks. Mark Hamill's gonna voice the new Chucky. That makes me actually excited for the film. I wasn't excited because I love the fucking Child's Play movies.
Okay.
See, you're on an agenda and I'm just being annoying to you.
Well, no, you're just fucking talking when I'm not talking.
Lies.
Okay, shut up. How about that? How's that?
There we go. Better, a little better banter.
So now that I've sort of have it sketched out a little bit, I'm noticing some problems.
Boy.
Don't really know why. Just with how it's blocked out, I'm not sure what the problem is. I'm trying to think.
Nothing called the Craft Cul-de-sac. We're good. Derek's Craft Cul-de-sac. Stay tuned.
I'm going to erase the arm here.
Wait, stop moving.
What?
There we go.
You don't need to see me erase shit. I'm erasing this because I don't like it.
Okay.
Now the good thing about using this hard lead pencil and really rough outline is that it's really easy to erase and you can adjust everything to your whim. To your whim and desire. We're gonna retry on this.
Oh, did I tell you I completed my collection of Gen 2 Lord of the Rings? Oh no, I'm still missing the Third Age! What an hell!
I'm actually gonna put the hand here. Sorry.
I have
put a really rough scribble
The
there.
Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, even though that game's kind of garbage, and The Two Towers and Return of the King.
Hell yeah.
Ferd, you're twerking on me, bud.
Yeah, he likes to do that.
His butt itches, like, not his butthole, like, the base of his tail itches really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So he, like, twerks on it. He's like, itch it, scratch it, girl.
What did you say?
What? Scratch it, girl?
Never mind.
You must be a club DJ because you scratching it good. Hey, Justin,
I think the problem is I'm making his torso too big.
I think his head's too small.
Yeah. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna enlargen his melon because it's too small.
Justin, did I tell you?
It's good that we catch these things in this stage.
Justin, did I tell you my next OC's name?
No.
It's Eden Yo.
God fucking.
Eden Yo ass. What?
I fell for that the first time.
He did. He didn't. He's just being a good sport, which I appreciate.
I fell for that the first time.
I was like, because we were talking about the rat girl.
I think so. I
was
know.
like,
I was like, what's her name? And you're like, Eden Yo.
He's like,
Eden Yo ass. And I was like, oh my god, I did not see that coming.
Got him.
Yep.
Got him.
You got me. So I moved the hand down a bit. Let's see.
Lay down. Lay down, buddy. Man, I want to grow chickens.
What?
Like plants.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna plant an egg, and obviously a chicken's gonna come out, right?
Uh-huh.
Because that's how chickens work.
I'm gonna start blocking in the collar of his school uniform. Here. Having the collar flap a little bit. I don't know how much of this you guys can actually see.
I can see it all.
Okay, cool.
Except we're running at that 1080p at home. You babies have to see it in 720 because we're not making money off this. So if you want to see it in higher quality, up to 4K, smash that subscribe button so we can buy some fucking editing software.
Here I'm starting to block in the hand and fungus.
Excuse me while I work on this cardboard sign that says Jesus loves.
What the fuck?
I'm sitting here fucking panhandling. Maybe I'll say need...
Panhandling?
Maybe let's be honest with it, because people seem to give honest... And did you see that social experiment where they, like, did that? Where it was, like, there was a guy who... They, like, dressed up a dude who was homeless, like, made him look homeless, dirty-ass, ratty clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And he had his sign said a psalm, and then it was, like, Jesus loves and Jesus gives.
Mm-hmm.
And they put him on a corner, and then caddy corner, they put, like, a teenage kid.
Mm-hmm.
Who was like kind of like a beach bum looking guy. He's like, "What's up, man?" And he was like wearing flip flops and board shorts and shit. And his sign said, "Need money for weed." This might have been that dude who made all those fake ones, but I don't think it was.
Okay.
It was like, "Need money for weed." He got like hundreds of dollars that day, and the dude made like 40.
Wow.
Yeah, horrible.
People just want to make money, I guess. Or people just relate, I guess.
Crazy.
Just blocking out where the fingers are going to be and look kind of not good right now, but that's fine. We'll figure that out later.
Well, you're not doing this drawing from beginning to end, are you?
Yeah, I am. Not in this video.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Well, how about this? We could... Oh, wait, this is going to be your... Never mind. Never mind, babies. That's a surprise for yous. You're so good at forced perspective. I remember last time I did a really forced perspective drawing, like I did like an insane one, was high school, and it just made him look like he had a big fucking arm. And like I was begging the art teacher, I was like, "Please show me how to fix this. This looks like trash." He's like, "No, it looks good. It's forced perspective." I'm like, "No, it doesn't. He's got a big tumor arm. Fucking help me,
please. I need guidance.
I need help. You're a teacher. Teach me. Teach me the ways." He's retiring soon. That makes me feel old. It also makes me feel old because he taught all my siblings before me.
Yep.
And I've got a 40-year-old brother, so that says a lot.
Sleeve of his uniform.
Oh shit, today's his birthday. I don't know if you can see this, but happy birthday, brother.
Does he watch?
We'll talk off camera.
Oh god.
Happy birthday, Matt. There you go. I hope you can see this on YouTube somehow. I'll have our sister send it to you. Happy birthday.
getting the uniform and it's flying up.
Does he wear und uniform?
Yes.
Does he wear und codpiece?
No.
Mm,
Some of the wrinkles blocked in.
Well, have you ever seen him in his underwear?
What?
I'm sorry.
What are you? I'm confused. Help. Someone send help.
And here we see the wild introvert saying things on an art show he created with his
Alright, so
obese comrade.
we got the outline of the body done. I don't know. God, fuck, come on. His body's just so beefy for some reason. I'm trying to slender him down here. Just a tad. Trying to get...
After this episode, Justin's gonna pop my hymen
Okay.
for My Hero Academia.
Yes. Derek's going to watch My Hero Academia for the first time. And now we're going to start putting in debris, because for anyone who's seen the show, we all know that when Mob goes 100%, shit flies everywhere.
Have you watched Assassination Classroom or Classroom?
And so this is going to be some perspective. I have not watched. I've seen a couple episodes.
Is it
a
good?
long time ago. And well, I don't remember much about it. So with perspective, this I don't know if it's going to be obvious or not, but with perspective, debris that's closer to us is going to be bigger,
It's gonna be bigger.
and then debris that's farther away is going to be smaller. And that'll help create a sense of depth. Yeah.
Well, I'm not
And
allowed to say it.
I'm going to have them all going in the same direction, sort of, flying in the same direction, to give it more of a, I guess, floaty feel, rather than having it feel like they're just exploding everywhere. I don't know if you can actually see the debris I'm putting down. Can you see it?
Yeah.
A little bit?
I will tell you when I'm like, because I'm gonna do my job while I sit over here. Unlike you, you slag.
Okay. So,
I want to go to the ocean.
and even when you're putting debris and shit like this in, you want to keep composition in mind. You don't want to put in too much because it'll overdo it. It'll make the image too busy. So I'm just going to keep putting in debris, just scribbling pretty much, until I feel that a lot of it comes down to judgment.
Judgment.
Until I feel that I've gotten enough debris in the paper. And I'm pretty sure,
Because you don't want to go overkill, obviously.
yeah. We'll put more detail into each piece when we get into the next stage. So we got our gesture, quote unquote. This is a little bit more than a gesture. I think his hips are too wide. His hips don't lie right now. His hips are not lying.
His torso's too long.
I don't think so.
Okay.
See if it's...
Well, you gotta think, you're also standing at an angle from him, so I think you're actually fine. I think you're overthinking it.
Yeah, I think that looks good now that I tightened everything up down on the lower thing.
Bum 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 bum.
Bum 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 bum.
Hey Justin,
Hmm.
what's Eminem's? Wait, what's Mario's pants made out
Zoom in on
of?
the face a little bit. What are they made out of?
Denim.
Okay.
What's Venom or shit? Oh, fuck it. What's Eminem's favorite Marvel character?
Venom.
There we go. God. Ugh. I want to throw up because I ruined that so bad. I'm just gonna
I'm
leave.
gonna zoom in. We're gonna get some more of the facial details in. Just a little bit. Because this is kind of jumping ahead in the process a little bit. But I kind of want something for the thumbnail. We're just going to tighten the pencils up a little bit in the face, get everything placed.
You such a disgrace. Sorry you were rhyming. I wanted to join in.
I'm just being quiet because I don't really have much to say right now.
Lord of the Rings. Did you guys hear about that Lord of the Rings video game that's being developed right now where you play as Gollum and it's a stealth game? Dope, with a moral compass and you can be either more Gollum or Smeagol.
Moral compass.
Well, I mean, your moral compass is going to be fucking shitty because you're a monster.
I was like...
But Smeagol still has some Hobbit
Right.
humanity. Hobbit.
He's not 100% gone. We're getting eyes blocked out because... Eyes are really... They're very important.
They're the windows to the soul.
Yeah, not just because they help you see. You're probably like, duh, Justin, of course they're important, idiot.
They're also the center of your head.
Yes. Erica's enraged the puppies. It's just Derek.
Ugh.
So, I'm trying to not make him cross-eyed right now.
Well, we've made him cry. You can give him fucking dope eyes. You fix them. Don't go off frame. You're very
Right
close.
off frame? Oh.
It is very close. Hello, Ferg. You're funny.
Fergalicious. Dude, I saw someone trying to sell a Nintendo Wii for $140 today, and I was like, those things are $100 and they're brand new near the end of their life. What makes yours so special? Better have fucking...
Brand new near the end of their life. What?
Well, near the end of the run of the Wii.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They were $100. The GameCube did the same thing. Actually, you know what? Nintendo always, except for the Wii U. That's because the Wii U was, I don't know. I feel like the Wii U was an ambitious piece of technology.
Mm-hmm.
That just like, the reason it didn't take was its timing
Right.
and the kind of inconvenience of carrying around a giant fat pad. Because I've seen your Wii U. Do you still have that?
Yes.
Oh.
What?
That's not it. How many deaths would have to occur by a gun for you as a gunner to change your stance and give up your gun? How many rapes have to occur before you cut off your dick?
What?
Let's compare. It's
I
like,
don't get it.
huh?
Said I get it.
Oh, I just thought it was kind of funny.
Okay. So... I think we're about done with this part of the tutorial.
Well, you kind of hashed out your character pretty well.
Whoops. Fuck. Alright, so... His head's still too fucking small.
I don't think it is. I think once you line the hair in better. Of course, I don't know what the fuck this dude looks like. What's his name?
Mob.
Mob.
But you gotta type in 100%, otherwise he's gonna look like...
This show has funky animation.
That's beautiful animation. Okay, so... Yeah.
Oh, he's got really deadpan eyes. Oh, they all do.
We'll go in the next episode, we're going to be doing contour lines, so we're going to be tightening up these pencils, and it's going to look more like an actual finished drawing. Well, it won't be finished, because we're going to go through the entire process, which means I'll be coloring this shit and inking it as well.
In the next episode?
No. We'll be doing contour lines next episode. Just tightening up the pencils and putting everything in place. It's going to look like a pencil drawing in the next episode, a finished one. This is just step one. Planning the drawing, roughing it out.
Don't forget that thumbnail, baby.
Doing the thumbnails, yep. Derek's right.
Dude, he is derpy looking.
And Derek's finally looking at pictures of Mob Psycho.
Well, I found it a minute ago, but you were talking, and I think he looks fucking fine, by the way.
Alright. So there we go. For the next episode, I'll see you for the next session, tutorial session.
Yeah, we've been doing tutorials.
This was the planning phase. So step 1, thumbnails. Plan out what you want. Do multiple options if you're not sure about what pose you want. And so you can pick whatever your favorite one is or whatever you think is going to work the best. These are just a few. Sometimes I do more than 4. It's not always 4. Sometimes I only do 1. Sometimes I do none. And this is just the way I do things. Just a disclaimer. I may have said that. I think I said that in the last tutorial. And I'll always give this disclaimer. This is the way I do things. This is not the way you have to do things. It's not the only way to do things. It's not the way everybody does things.
3 years of formal art training.
Sure.
We took 3 years of art in college.
Yeah, but I was in
that was like
I was in the B class, which meant we just sat in the back of the room and drew whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, that was only after the first time you took it.
So there we go.
Yeah.
And then the next stage is picking the thumbnail and roughing it out onto the paper.
Time lapsu.
And use very light pencil lead. Yeah. The next stage is going to be contour lines. We're going to tighten up the pencils, get everything put in the right position, like I've already said 700 times.
I have a bruise from when you hit me earlier, by the way.
Fuck off.
Why did you hit me earlier again?
I don't know, you said some dumb shit.
Oh no, I blew a straw wrapper and it like stuck in your hair.
Alright, babies, that's the end of this part of the tutorial.